Welcome our moderator, Ilya Calderon, followed by Bilal Fawaz and Nazreen Sheikh.
Bilal, your story is powerful, and this topic touches you in a very personal way as well. Can you share with the delegates about your experience?
Yes, I would love to. My name is Bilal Fawaz, and my story and my journey in relations to modern slavery and human trafficking. I had a mom. She was abusive. She beat me frequently. My father was never there. And one day, my uncle came and saw the way my mom was beating me, and then he took me away. I thought I was safe, but little did I know that he had other agendas and other plans and intentions. I was one day told by him that I was going to be going to London to meet my father. Imagine that. That was every little boy's dream. I was excited. I got on a plane and I came to London, and I was kept in a house where I was told that my father was going to come. I kept on asking the lady, when is my father coming? I want to see my father. I said, just wait, your father is coming. Don't worry, just sit down, you'll be okay. And I was made to do things that a young kid shouldn't. I then, one day, summoned up the courage. I knew something was not right because I kept on seeing kids going to school. And I have passion, I have love, I want to contribute, I want to do stuff with my life. And I summoned up the courage, I decided to run out of the house. Now, I ran so far that even if I wanted to go back to the house, I couldn't find my way. On the floor next to a shop, I don't know if it was Tesco or Sainsbury's, but a man saw me crying. I was a young kid, I was 14 years old. And this man said, young man, why are you crying? And I said, I don't want to go back to where I came from. It hurts. I want to go to school. And he said, don't worry, young man, I know what to do. He took me to a building, big building, like full of people. They had books, they had folders, they had like cubicles and rooms and everything. I later realized that that was called the social services, the civic center. And I was like, yes, finally, a breakthrough. I'm going to be saved. My whole life is about to start. I'm going to build a future. I am saved. Little did I know that a whole new demographic of problems was about to start, and I wasn't ready for it.
For you, Bilal, after you went through a very difficult time, you have encountered even more difficulties to work in the immigration system. Immigration systems are very complicated, and sometimes immigration systems should help the victims of a crime, but that is not your case.
That is not my case. I mean, you're right. The immigration should help the victim of a crime. What can I say? When you're a minor in the system, and I can relate with you because just as you were in a prison, I was in a prison, I'm still feeling it right now. When you're a minor in this country and you're trafficked or you're a refugee, it's different from when you turn 18, because when you turn 18, you're looked upon as an adult. And it took me 16 years to finally get a visa, a work permit, and leave to remain. And in those 16 years, I've done so many things for this country. I became England captain. I represented England in boxing. I even fought for them against the country that they incarcerated me to deport me to. I was locked up twice in a detention center for deportation. Nigerian embassy, they didn't recognize me. Lebanese embassy didn't recognize me. So I am stateless. I cannot be deported. But then I did a petition. I got 126,000 signatures submitted to the House of Parliament, and then they released me. 2 months later, they arrested me again for the same reason. Can you imagine? And I represented England. I fought for England. I wore England jersey. I am an England captain, and I represented the country. So it took me so many years and wasted so much of my life to get to where I am today. But that could be rectified, that could be eliminated if there was strategic maneuvers and plans in place to rectify those things. But it's the government, the Home Office, that are making the decision. Now, for instance, if there was an organization like a non-profitable organization, like a walk-in center, that a young kid, imagine you as a young kid, you have problems and you have nowhere to go to. Instead of waiting and seeing what was going to happen, going to the center, imagine I had a center where I could walk in and say, I need help. Now, I wouldn't have wasted 20 years of my life. I'm 34 now. I've lost on Olympics. I was chosen for Olympics twice. I could not go because I did not have a travel document. I still don't have a travel document. I can never travel. I have never ever traveled in my life. I've never seen any other country. Now, I'm 34 years old and I've represented the country. Now, I've lost $250,000, 250,000 pounds. All I had to do was put my name on a piece of paper and sign it, and I will get that money because I'm talented, and I'm talented in sport. Now, imagine those people that do not have a voice or they are not talented. What are they going through right now? What do they have to say? They have no voice to speak. Mo Farah, you guys heard the story about Mo Farah. Did you hear it? Yes? Mm-hmm. He is in the same predicament as we all are, but he had the voice to speak, and I am speaking from my own personal experience. Now, I'm lucky enough to have the sport, and that gave me the platform. Now, if I had somebody to tell me that, Bilal, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to go, rather than just waiting for a social worker 6 months before you get one interview or one meeting with a lawyer or anything. Imagine having an organization where you walk into and you ask for help and instantly there is somebody there to assist you. How good would that be? But we don't have that. Now, there must be somebody in this audience or somebody that is watching this in the future that might see reason and see that it is beneficial to have an organization or a charity where young kids can go to without having to wait so many times before they can be heard. Now, that will eliminate so many problems, and that will help all of us. Now, I am blessed to be here speaking with you all today, because that little kid that was trafficked from Nigeria to here, who knew that I will be here talking to all of you?
Thank you for being
I'm
that
very
voice
grateful.
that so many names. So, like, your last words for the audience.
Thank you
Any
all.
message you want to share with the audience?
Thank you all for coming. You guys are magnificent. You are here listening to us. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here paying attention to us. And my last message would be, because you're here, it shows a certain feeling that you have towards what we are talking about. And we feel it too. If you feel it, we feel it. And because of your presence, it touches us in the heart, and we know that we have been heard. And that is a beautiful gift that you can give us. There's a young boy inside of me that's crying to help other young boys out there, because I've been through it. So, if there's anybody listening to this or watching this and think that they have the sensation or the sympathy or the courage to help anyone in this predicament, I'm here. Reach out to me. Let's make something happen.
Thank you. I want to leave you guys with this. I want to leave you guys with this message. If you see something, say something. And this is a great invitation to all of us to take action and do something to abolish slavery.